Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32. There comes the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, highly decorated out of Stanford, Kevin Hogan.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now Hogan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hogan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff, you got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hogan now. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hogan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Tannehill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
First and goal from just inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. The Dolphins 1-8 now on the year. But they were losers last time. They'll try to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 1st and 10, Hogan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Hogan. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Hogan. That'll be caught by Rice. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hogan. It's brought in by Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Edmonds again. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Henry up the middle. And some space here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Henry running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But this case is perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is Mick. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Henry again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hogan. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Hogan. And this is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Hogan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Running left, it's Henry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Hogan. Out to the right here to Wilson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Hogan.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's something that has to feel good. It's not every time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hogan. Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Hogan eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Hogan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the line to show them we've got the momentum and show them we're ready to get this game.
Send down a kick this one, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Jacoby Brissett sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the gun on third down, Hogan. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 44, Hogan. Caught by Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work down inside the 45. From the 44, Hogan. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Hogan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. To throw on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Any points you see going on in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. And stopping that 2-point attempt.
This one taken just inside the 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A give to Henry.
And he'll get it inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Tannehill. Completes it to Austin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Caught that look for me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Hogan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hogan now. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Hogan. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Hogan. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Hogan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Hogan. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 2-point game. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 17. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Allen hit. He lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Hogan. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Lambeau on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Miami set to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Hogan. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Henry up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking
looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Titans, it's an important